Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing cherries. I've already canned multiple quarts of cherries, but I wanted to show you kind of our setup today because we have 2 boxes left. They're starting to not be very good, so we're going to go through these. We're going to plow through them quickly. So let me show you what we've got set up here at the table for how we're going to do it. I've got a couple kids who don't want to be on camera, so I'm going to try to facilitate this and not get them in it. But I really want to show you how we're going to set this up today. Okay, so my goal for this is to have 2 kids who are pitting the cherries. One thing we learned about the cherries this year, they're so big that my cherry pitter, it's not pitting it properly. The cherries are way too big to go through it. So we're having to do this by hand, which was not my goal, but that's what we're going to do. So basically what we're going to do is we have these plastic straws. They're really firm. They're reusable straws. And we're going to pierce the bottom of the cherry and pop the pit out. We're going to cut the cherries in half on the cutting boards with the knives. And then we're going to fill another round of jars. My older son's watching the baby for me. So I'm going to have 2 people pitting here. 2 people pitting here. And then I'm going to have 2 people cutting and filling jars. The goal is to finish. Those are 16-pound boxes, I believe. So we've got, what's 16 and 16? 36.
36, yeah.
Okay, 36. We got 36 pounds of cherries, and we're hoping to be done in?
No, 16 and 16 is
1 hour.
16 and 16 is 32.
Sorry, 32. 32 pounds of cherries.
And I have an hour set on my watch, and we're going to see if we can beat the cherries pitted before an hour goes by.
Sounds great.
We're going to beat this time.
So we're going to set this, not clock, oh my goodness. So we're going to set this camera up, and we're going to get started.
Yep. So we have got a massive mess all over the table. We've got hands that are stained, but we're doing really, really good. The 7th jar is being filled up, so we'll be able to run a canner load here shortly. And, hey buddy, how much time do we have left?
27.
What?
27 minutes.
27 minutes left. So we are actually doing really, really good. We said we would do an hour. Oh yes, look at those hands. But I've got diligent workers here, and I'm very, very pleased. Very, very happy. Oh, and the little girl's getting upset. She's ready for a nap. So, this is our progress update so far, and I will update here in just a little bit. All right, we've got our load of cherries in the canner, and I have a mess to clean up. The kids are taking a break, so I'm going to kind of just reset this whole area. Got a nice, big, fantastic mess behind me. So they're playing outside for a couple of minutes, taking a break. I'm going to reset everything. And then that's the final load of cherries that we're going to do. So I've done 3 loads of 7. 7 times 3 is 21. So I've got 20 quarts of cherries done. 1 did not seal, so that's why I have 20. So I have 20 quarts done. I want to put some in the freezer. We like to use it in yogurt and in smoothies. And then the rest of the cherries, some of them have just the slightest starting of mold on them, or they're just not overly good. The best quality to put in a canned cherry. I'm going to wash up the ones that I can salvage, and then we're going to turn those into cherry jam. We did that for the first time last year, and it was gone. Everybody loved it. So we're going to do that again this year. So the goal is this is already in the canner. I'll show that to you here in a second. going to clean up the kitchen, or clean up this area, and then we're going to pit the rest of them and get them into bags for smoothies in the freezer, and get some ready for cherry jam. I've got that started in there. The water is steaming, so I just have to wait for that to come to a boil. And then pints and quarts can for 25 minutes. So when that comes to a boil, we'll set the timer for 25 minutes. And this is the aftermath of the cherry massacre, if you want to call it that. My kids have been thoroughly enjoying the blood-like stuff of this, so they're getting a kick out of it. Me, not so much, but they're getting a kick out of it. And yeah, so I conveniently, or rather inconveniently, I guess, left my tripod upstairs in my room last night. So, yeah, I'm just going to clean this up, and we're going to do kind of that snap thing. Yay, and we're going to clean it. All right, there we go. It's not pretty, but it's much better, and my table doesn't look like something died on it. So, I'm going to call the kids back in now, and we're just going to continue to pit the rest of these cherries. We have a whole box down here, and that is 16 pounds, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we've got 8, 9, 10, about 11 bags left. Yeah, it's about 22 pounds of cherries left. So, and we're going to get those finished up now.
So 2 bags in this one.
All right, I can hear it that we're at a rolling boil. That is a rolling boil. I don't know if you can see that in there. Woo! It is steamy and it is hot. So we're going to set the timer for 25 minutes. And yeah, it's going to be great when it's all done. We did it. We got all the cherries taken care of. Tomorrow will be a jam and jelly making session, and we'll actually finish processing them. But we got all the cherries taken care of. All 4 16-pound boxes of cherries taken care of. I got, there's the extra 7 that I pulled out of the canner. I had 1 knot seal from earlier. That's the new batch from today. I had 1 knot seal from earlier. So I think the count is now 19. We'll see if any of those don't seal. They should seal. I don't know why the other 2 didn't, but it is what it is. So let me show you what we've got on the table. I was able to put 2 1-gallon bags, excuse me, in the freezer, and we'll use those for smoothies and such. And then what's left over in the bowl, we're going to make jam and jelly with. All right, so this is what we have left over. These are my big silver bowls. We've got about 9 pounds of cherries here that's going to be turned into jam. So I'm going to just take my stick blender and crush that up and add sugar and a little bit of water to it. We'll make that into jam tomorrow. So that'll be its own separate video. This is long enough. And then this one is full of the cherry pits. And you can actually make cherry pit jello. Or not jello. You could do that too. But we're going to make cherry pit jelly. We're going to make cherry pit jelly. And what this does is we're actually just going to soak it overnight. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And it'll just be the juice. So we'll take the juice and we'll add sugar and such to it and make that into a jelly. And that'll just be terrific. My oldest was looking up facts about cherry pits because cherry pits are actually poisonous. So he's going to share some facts with us. What have you to say about cherry pits?
So cherry pits, especially when ingested by humans.
Such as us.
Yes, such as us, contain amounts of a chemical called amygdalin, which when broken down produces cyanide. So there are currently enough cherry pits in here to kill all of our family, plus some.
And how many cherry pits do you have to eat to kill? Well, not that we're looking for this information, but fun
Yes.
or not fun fact, but life-saving tip: don't eat cherry pits.
In order to kill someone, depending on the type of cherry, you have to eat 3 to 10 cherry pits.
Wow. Yeah, don't eat cherry pits. It's very, very bad for you. So these are not broken down. We're not going to break them down at all. We're just getting the juice from the remnants of the cherries around them. So, yeah.
Do not eat cherry pits. It can cause fatal consequences.
So what happened when you were looking up what does cyanide do to you?
It pulled up a suicide hotline.
We got out of that
I'm
real
not
quick.
looking to commit suicide, by the way.
No. Anyway, so this will be tomorrow's project, and we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you for joining us today as we did all these cherries. It was a big task, and my 2 older boys were so helpful in getting it done. They all did a really good job, but my oldest 2 really pitched in and helped a lot, so we were very thankful for that. So it is past dinner time now. We got all the cherry mess cleaned up, and we're gonna get ready for bed, aren't we? Yeah. We can go bye-bye, or not bye-bye. I'm tired. We can go night-night? Yeah, we're gonna get ready to go night-night. So
Night night.
everybody have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye,
Night
friends.
night, YouTube.